want to grow my own shit.
Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma Show.
DC Pharma Show.
Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma. Check. Used to get my piece from AZ. Mary Jane is the case that they gave me. Trips from the West Coast stop real fast. DC Pharma show the masses how to grow grass. No till the method, be attentive, slow learner. The raw sheets turn that gas to a slow burner. Big Worm got the strains in variety. Jeff Sessions trying to fuck up the society. Cannabis community, rise up, eyes up. Fight for your right to light or eye shut. Loud from the motherland. I'm getting high in stadium. Super gas, no clone, it grown with vibranium. Trichome chasers, council of the grower. Self-sufficiency, that's how we need our smokers. Alien dream turn Girl Scouts into soldiers. Smoking doja. Contact if you come closer. Every Monday, 10 to 11 p.m. Focus on that grow, watch the show with your BM. Comedy bud, interviews, real lit. The DC Pharma Show, educate real shit. The DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma Show. Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma Show. Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma Show. Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma Show.
Thanks for tuning in for another episode of the DC Pharma Show. Got my co-host Big Worm.
How's it going, man?
Man, it's been going all right. Actually, I've been on the road all day today, man.
What you been doing?
I've been traveling out Pennsylvania, meeting some people, man. Lovely out there. A lot of beautiful farmland out there. I was all the way out in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, for whoever knows where that may be. You know what I'm saying? To me, that was like bumfuck Pennsylvania, but... yeah, a lot of farmland out there, you know, people trying to do some things and giving pointers, taking pointers, you know. But great. I just want to say I love this community, man, because, you know, the way people reach out to you and you reach out to people, and it's just all love, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never really been out there, man. They actually, man, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely all love. Like I said, been on the road all day. So yeah, and another thing, man, mind yourself when you're going past them booths, them toll booths. So I skipped one, right? I ain't know, man, because it was like easy toll lane, tickets, no tickets, and easy toll lanes only, right? So I'm like, well, I ain't got no ticket. I ain't got no easy toll lane. So I went through the no ticket line, right? Nobody there, nothing there. So I'm like, okay. So I just kept it moving, right? So the thing is, I was going into the Turnpike, the New Jersey Turnpike, or what the Pennsylvania Turnpike. So when I got into it, you got to get out of it. I wasn't hip. So when I got to the other end, they was like, "Where's your ticket?"
You had to pay the whole thing.
So I said, "What ticket?" You know what I'm saying? He was like, "You're supposed to get the ticket at the other." I said, "What? Nobody at the booth." I said, "Didn't nobody tell me anything about any ticket, right?" So he was like, "Yeah, now you got to pay $32.50 or something like that." I'm like, "What?" The whole thing. I said, "Hold up." I said, "How much would I have to pay if I'd had the ticket?" He said, $3. I said, "Nah, man." I felt robbed. I was pissed, man. I was like, man, but still, once I finally got to the destination, man, all that was, you know, I forgot all about all that, man. So it's crazy, man. Definitely crazy, man. Just like you said, when you travel, I don't travel much, y'all. But so when you traveling, man, mind yourself, man, on these toll booths, because they will crack your head wide open.
No doubt.
Yeah, how about yourself? Because you do a lot of traveling yourself anyways.
Yeah, I was a trucker for a while, man, so I got the signs down at this point. No, this week's been good, man. We harvested a CBD plant today. Got that hanging. Put the new Platinum Girl Scout cookies. Happy to report not overgrown.
So you got it tamed down this time,
Yeah, it's
huh?
got about 16 heads on each of them.
Now, how long did you let it flower?
This one, the CBD went right at about 8 weeks.
8 weeks?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I actually meant to say how long you let it veg.
Oh, the new one, they've been in there, 3 weeks now?
3 weeks, and that's how
Yeah.
you cut it a little earlier?
Yeah, so I'm going to do a double scrog, probably see what they do.
Okay.
But that should be good. The other Platinum's finishing up. I think I'm going to order some ceramic metal highlights, some 315 to replace the HPS light in there.
So, how do you feel about, I don't know, eventually turning in, or switching over to lead?
I got the two.
Especially that summer's coming up.
Yeah,
That's
so
why I
I'm
mentioned it.
definitely ready to switch to the nighttime veg. The nighttime flower again.
Mm-hmm.
Run the lights at night. I got the two Spectrum Kings in there, so I'm gonna switch out the HPS first. I'm really, really hoping that with this extra distance on the Platinum Girl Scout cookies that I am not going to see any type of weird yellowing from this light. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be over 5 feet away, so it should have plenty of...
So you believe that the yellowing you think that the intensity of the light was just too much and
It's
too
got
close
to
to the
be,
plant?
or it's
But
definitely
they draw a lot of heat.
It's
for
definitely
sure.
causing some
Definitely draws
issues.
a lot
I don't know
of
if it's heat or just intensity or what's going on, but it's way more prominent the closer it is to the light. I've seen it at different stages with this light. So I'm trying to get the room dialed in. Going to get the air conditioner for it. Go 100% sealed. Run the CO2. So
Right. Yeah, and that's like me. I'm still in the designing phase, so I'm trying to figure out exactly, what my finished product's gonna look like as far as the AC, the airflow, whether I'm gonna use CO2 or not. Because I'm not really I don't even know how to use CO2. I'm not really a big CO2 guy because I like using the the air that comes in and then exhaust the air out and all that. So but it's harder than it's a lot harder than control your environment that way.
now there's no with the mini split. There's no air exchange, right? Is that correct or incorrect?
To be honest with you, I couldn't tell you, man.
I don't know if that brings a. Yeah, so it's sealed,
Sealed,
right? Yeah.
A lot of people that do
Yes.
use it does the sealed
Yeah.
room. I would be new to the split. Like I said, I usually do a intake outtake run with a decent AC and humidifier and all that. But now, the reason why I'm doing it this way now is because I actually kind of ended up building what I would say is an oven to come. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I've been noticing the more and more I work in my greenhouse, the hotter it is. It could be cold. It could be 30 degrees out there right now. It's going to be 60 in there without me doing anything.
You built a well.
As long as that
insulated-
sun, as long as that sun is shining through that roof, the temperature change is drastic, and that's without me doing anything to the room. I haven't, like I said, I haven't connected the exhaust. I haven't done everything. It's just sealed right now. It's just an oven, like I said, literally an oven. So, I have to go with the split AC.
Right.
I definitely have to do that, and I might have to account for more power than was actually needed. You know what I'm saying? Because our weather out here is crazy, man. It's super, super crazy. You don't never know what you're gonna get. So it's better to be safe than sorry, especially at this stage in the game while you're building. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's where I'm at now. And what's going on to everybody out there in the chat? Don't think I forgot y'all or anything. The giveaway is still happening today. I forgot to mention it, so apologize for that. And the giveaway will be this microscope, y'all. A digital microscope to one lucky caller. Like I said, every gardener could use this. Every gardener. No matter the type of gardening that you're doing or whatever, microscope is essential to gardening if you're growing this cannabis, because it'll help you, spot and prevent any pests or disease. You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep your eye on your
Observation,
plant.
right?
Right.
The eye, you gotta keep your eyes
Keep
open.
your eye on your plant. Something look funny, you want an up close and personal view, here you go. Hook it up to the laptop, you're good to go.
And I think with this one, with the compost tea, you could see some stuff. This goes to 220. Technically, you want a 440, but you definitely going to see some stuff moving around at a 220. You're not gonna get as close, but if you got your little slide or whatever, you could have some fun with this for sure. You would definitely see some stuff moving around. It'd be fun, especially some of the bigger nematodes, I would think.
And I also would suggest if you got a garden going right now at the moment, go ahead, man. Get you a what they call a microscope. Get you a microscope, man. You know what I'm saying? Just if anything, out of curiosity, just to see what you got going on. Get you a microscope. Take notes. It helps. I'm telling you, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Be more interactive with your plants. Hey, what's going on, Monster OG? And for all y'all that don't know or don't follow Trichome Chasers TV, make sure y'all go subscribe to them on YouTube. They have a dope live stream every Saturday. Sometimes I'm part of it. Lately, I've been hella busy trying to keep up with everything. So I apologize for not being on the panel, but I always try to catch the show every Saturday when I can. And like I said, good to see you, Monster, because I ain't been seeing you around. I know you've been doing that work, putting in that work. Check out Treetop Genetics. I know I'm saying it messed up or anything, but make sure y'all check him out because he's been putting in work creating these genetics, man. So I know he got some fire coming out for sure. What's going on, J-Rock? And go ahead and put the number up there. 202-6. Look, they done beat me to the punch. 202-618-9399. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the phone over to my man Stoner. He gonna take your call. Hey, what's the number gonna be for the day, Big Worm?
Number 5.
Number 5. That's gonna be quick and easy right there. Number 5 today, Stoner. You ain't got to hold the phone long. So if y'all want, go ahead and call in. I also want to mention that I have the guest to come in today, Infused. I was really eager to talk to those guys. They actually came to the studio. He had a family emergency come up, so they had to go. You know, nothing stands in front of family. So I appreciate them even coming to the studio, wanting to be a part of what I got going on and also a guest. Maybe we could schedule them for next time or whatever the case may be, but I hope your family's fine.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
We could always schedule this another time. And like I said, Infused, y'all go follow them on Instagram. Infused, man. They do the lean. Y'all know I do the lean and all that, but these dudes do the lean. Their presentation is off the hook. They do edibles, and I'm pretty sure they do a whole lot more. But these are some guys that you really need to check out. And if you ever get a chance to bump into them at a pop-up or just bump into them, period, and get any of their products, man, please do. You will enjoy yourself. And you know, and with that being said, you know, when one wall falls down, another one comes up, and my man DC Scrogger came through the studio today, so we might have him on today for him to talk about his adventures going on, because he's been doing it up, hitting up all the smoke scenes, all the cups, the events. So he's definitely gonna let you know what's going on. And he's definitely, if anything, I've been peeping. Scrogger been genetically hunting on the side, man, quiet as kept. So I'm pretty sure he got some fire to talk about, man. So we got all that gonna happen tonight. As soon as we get a winner for the night, and after that, we're gonna have him come in. But in the meantime, in between time, anybody out there in the chat got any questions for me and Big Worm, go ahead and feel free to ask. I want to continue on the topic we was talking last week, if you don't mind, about teas and, you know,
Sure.
whatever.
You know, so I was thinking a little bit, you know, maybe we weren't really clear. You know, the only real tea that we're brewing something or trying to create something is that compost tea, where we're putting the compost in.
Mm-hmm.
The botanical tea, we're just dissolving, you know, we're mixing, we're infusing the water, we're giving it time to infuse, just like we're making tea we're going to drink.
Right.
We're not brewing anything in our sweet tea. And the same thing with the seed sprout tea. You're just really mixing the
so
water.
it's more
up.
like with those other teas that you're talking about, it's more like you said, just
like the alfalfa or the kelp and stuff.
And literally what you're doing is actually soaking whatever material it is you in there, like you would literally do a tea bag in your tea, just letting it soak and letting all that microbial life leak out into the water.
J-Rock again.
We gotta.
We might have to cut J-Rock off too.
We gotta win again, y'all. God damn. All right, y'all. We got a winner, and it looked like it's J-Rock again, y'all. J-Rock done won again. Congratulations, J-Rock.
The fix might be in.
It ain't, y'all, because he from North Carolina, so we all the way out here in the city. So he's just getting lucky, man.
Oh, there you go. You got a question?
And what's that?
RF3. You like Rapid Rooters or Rockwool?
Me personally, I like Rapid Rooters. If I was to go that route, I like Rapid Rooters. I think Rockwool definitely has its place. I think a lot of other people may prefer Rockwool, as the case may be, but as a Rapid Rooter, I find it like me being a soil guy, like if that's what you're gonna use, they just seem like you could just plug that right into your soil and they'll disappear, you know. So all
right. So if he's talking about for cloning, right now I'm definitely using Rapid Rooters. I think for seed starts, if you're not going to start right in your container, making the little soil blocks. I don't have a soil block maker. Have you seen those? You just make them out of compost. So you make your little soil blocks. I think those are completely ideal.
It's actually an old gardener's trick, man.
Yeah.
The soil blocks you're talking about, and for any guy that's doing no-till and all that, you could definitely use that kind of soil, but make it real loomy if it's for your seedlings or whatever. But with those, like you said, like what you said with your soil cubes or whatever, just basically that's what you're doing, man. It's compressing the soil and creating a cube or whatever, man. And that works perfectly fine. It's you don't have to spend no money.
Yeah, get a seed tray and put a seedling mix.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's that simple, man. You know, I know a lot of people like to pop their seedlings in paper towels in the water. I definitely do the water myself, and I also have done paper towel because this is a place for everything, you know, especially if you have old seeds. It's a reason to pop things the way you pop them or whatever. So,
you know, I suggest
for certain, it's a place for everything. For me, lately, what I've been doing is just dropping my seeds in the soil, man. And I swear to God, my germination rate has been outstanding, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like without me even thinking about it. Really, like if I'm planting 10 seeds, man, if I don't get 10 seeds, I'm not mad, but I know I'm getting 8 out of them 10. And more than likely, I'm getting them 10s out of there if I'm dealing with some stable genetics. You know, it's quiet as kept, but we put a lot of emphasis, you know, and I don't blame people because we spend a lot of money on these genetics as well to make sure that we pop these seeds correctly and all that, you know. So, like I said, I don't knock anybody's method. Whatever works for you, man. You know what I'm saying? That paper towel method's been going back since elementary, man. Popping beans and putting them in front of the windowsill. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a place for it. I'm just rambling on, y'all. Forgive me. But yeah, man, we talking organics or whatever. That's what I do. So, you know, tell me any other questions. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. This is just what I do. Big Worm does some of the same methods or whatever.
I think soaking's important with the expensive seeds. I mean, it ain't nothing
yeah,
wrong.
Man.
Soak it 12 hours. Give it that chance to bring that
water
water in.
If you're going to pay $125,
$75,
$10,
$12 a
seed,
right.
man, you better baby them jokers, man. So, like I said, I don't blame no one, but I just know as time go on, your attention probably won't be so geared to that anymore because you're so used to doing it, it becomes second nature. Now it's just pop them jokers in the soil, man. If you make it, you make it. If you didn't, it wasn't meant to be. It lets me know that I'm dealing with a strong, stable genetic from the start. That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain ganja growers or certain cannabis growers in Jamaica have this method, right? Where they might bunch up like 10 seeds in one spot. In that same grow spot, right? 10 seeds. Just to see which one's going to make it out. In other words, eliminating the process from the beginning of picking your strongest genetic or your strongest plant. You know what I'm saying? Now,
right.
I know it might not be logical for us to do that, especially what we doing, you know, more crafting, gardening and all that. But just imagine, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense if you think about it. Out of 10 seeds, only the strongest going to survive.
I mean, it's only because these seeds cost so much, so we don't overplant them. I mean, vegetable seeds you overplant thin. Your carrots, your beets, your radishes, everything you direct seed, you overseed and then thin the biggest ones. You know, thin out the little ones. strongest survive. And we do that with everything. These seeds are just so darn expensive right now because we're not breeding them. You know, it's hard to do that. You know, if with people giving them out by the handfuls, it's different. You know, you can do that kind of thing. But
And you still have that though. You still got that. Respect to the people out there, pheno hunting, creating their own genetics. I see a lot of genetics and names popping up. Some people might call them seed chuckers or whatever the case may be, pollen chuckers or whatever. Do what you do, but if you're not sure of what you're doing, don't be afraid to have people test your product. In other words, testers and all that. Send testers out to grow. Don't be afraid that if people's going to say, oh, your shit is Hermian or it's doing this and that. That's why it's called testers. That's why it's called people testing your strains to see what's going to happen before you actually put it out there in the market. So it's definitely a place for that. What I don't like is when you see a brand new no-name genetic pop up, I got the best thing smoking, give me $200. I don't even know you. So all I'm saying is to say is get your genetics tested if you're pheno hunting, if you're creating genetics to sell out there on the market to other people. Because you don't want no, man, if anything, you don't want no bad name on you, man. You don't want no bad bone. You don't want nobody talking trash about your label, whatever you work so hard for at the market. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want nobody messing that up. So try to put the best out there, man, and let people see your faults. So, you know, if you got your testers out there telling you that your strain is Hermian, hey, good. You caught it before you actually put it out there in the market. And now you can fix that problem.
So, you know, talking about the pheno hunting, you know, Mountain Organics, we know we posted a picture today of this Sunset Sherbet. So apparently it's showing more of the OG side. He said it's an uncommon female.
Okay.
So he said it's looking like the strong OG mom. So it should be a pretty close to original Kush. So I'm kind of excited about that. He said the coal is going to get fat as hell because I ended up with that one coal or whatever. And he's like, yeah, that looks like it's getting ready to fill out. And that's going to be just one big ass.
So now it's like no pressure. Now you're going to try to baby that girl all the way to the end, huh?
We'll see. Well, I mean, I'd like to see how just a real Kush smokes, you know, that, you know, because that's reaching back, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we're talking about the genetics that's going back, you know, they can show exactly where that came from the 70s, and that's kind of cool, you know?
Yeah. Man, I always go back, like, when you talking about Kush, I always go back to the story when I went out Cali and went to the dispensary and we bought the strain called Kelly Zombie, which is an OG of some sort. Don't ask me, I don't know. But God damn it, man, that's been the strongest hitting thing that I done had yet so far, man. Whoever the cultivar that was, they did their thing. I mean, like, as far as, like, true OG and all that, and that's the only reason I bring that up. That's the closest I've been to it. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Well, it was just kind of excited when he said that because, you know, you've been, with your land race, you know, you've been looking for you know, when we were talking to T9, he was saying to cross it with a true OG or, you know, a true,
right,
you know, a true Kush or whatever. So I was like, well, might have a mom to do that with, you know, to mess around with those land race you got. So that was just, you know.
And you know, and then the seeds that you working with from Mountain Organics, everything was created organically with him. So you should definitely have, like, easy way going because the way he gardens and the way you garden is very similar.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So whatever he got at his end will be more than likely what you get on your end, but a different pheno. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So you might have something in your hands, man, worth keeping. Like I said, just got to baby her all the way through the end.
Yeah, I'm going to have to re-veg it out. My re-veg experiment did not work with the stump.
Oh, that little stump. Yeah, I saw that.
Stump didn't work. Stump needed a little bit more leaf matter. The little buds didn't have enough on there. But that was a good experiment. I've never tried, you know, I've never done that. So, but I'll be darned also if that Blue Dream isn't taking forever to re-veg, man. That plant is just, hormones are crazy. I don't even know. It just doesn't look like it wants to stabilize.
Yeah, man. What's going on out there, Chad? What's up, Underground Organics? And, like I said, again, congratulations, J-Rock. And please let me know if you got your email for your tickets. I know I'm going to be there. Big Worm's going to be there. National Cannabis Fest. Congratulations to you on that, too. But hopefully we get to meet you there at the event, actually, for the first time. And congratulations again. I'm glad that you won that anyways, because you actually get to see how we do it out here. You get to come from, I forgot if it was North Carolina or South Carolina. I don't want to get it wrong, but you get to come from out there and have some fun the DC way out here. You're going to get turned. You're going to get lit. Yeah, it's going to be good. Good times. So I hope we get to meet you out there at the National Cannabis Fest. But I guess with all that being said, time's running on long. I'm rambling. I want to get DC Scrogg up here, man, and have him talk to us about, like I said, his adventures, man, back and forth from West Coast, East Coast, Mid Coast,
up and down,
South, East, West. Well, your flying miles must be beautiful.
Frequent flyer miles, right? Check this out. Y'all need to download this app. I do not work for this company, but if y'all want to travel and travel for the low, skip and lag like lag time. Yo, I fly everywhere. But I have been traveling a lot here lately. I would say like out of the beginning of this year, it's probably been about a month and a half total traveling since the beginning of the year. Man, everywhere. I just got back from Ann Arbor Hash Bash, like literally this morning. I just drove back. Man, Hash Bash, what can I say? 5-star hash, and that's what's there, man. Grumpy Farms, Dax was up there. Dax Extract was up there. Dab and Granny, Uncle Stoner.
Man, how was it? Let me ask you, man. Is that her for real?
Yeah, it's her.
That's her for real?
Yeah,
man, I
it's her.
swear to God, man.
She is 100.
I have to
She's
put
like
that
the
on my
sweetest
bucket
lady.
list, man.
She's
I
like
have to
one.
put that on my bucket list to meet Dab and Granny
She'll
in
be,
person, man.
She'll be here. Phone Homie's bringing her and Chris Crazy out here. We actually talked about it there. She asked, was I going to be in D.C.? Fortunately, I won't be here for National Cannabis Festival. I'll be at High Times 420 SoCal. And if things go right, I'll also be at Coachella. But Ann Arbor Hash Bash was this weekend that just passed. The second annual Ann Arbor Hash Bash Cup. It's the 47th year, I believe, the Ann Arbor Hash Bash has been going on. It's like 2-3 events in one. It's pretty dope. Downtown at the campus, there's a protests and speakers. Maybe about 3 blocks away from the campus is like a bazaar with the stadium performances. And then at the Hash Bash at the Wyndham, it's the whole hotel. You get to smoke out the whole hotel all weekend. The Hash Bash Cup is held there. And shout out to everybody out in Michigan, out in Detroit. Yo, they got that flame. They are big on the melts. They are big on the organics up there.
Yeah, definitely.
They are. I got some fire
That's
genetics.
what I wanted to ask you. Like, what is the scene like out there to you? Like, how what is the cannabis scene out there?
I was lit out there, boy. They came out. What was it? I think it was this Saturday morning. I want to say it was Saturday morning. I got up. I went downstairs. Everybody was down. I had broke my nectar collector, so I couldn't hit my oil.
Right.
So I sat down with my homies, and then they just start bringing out rigs, man, motherships, Quave recyclers. I mean, like 200-300 racks worth of glass sitting on the table, and the culture is deep up there. I got up with the growers, you know. We're growing. That's
right.
I'm about the grows first and foremost. Without the grows, there is no fire.
And I'm glad you said that, like 2, 3, 4 racks. You ain't lying when you talking about them glasses, man. Cause look, I seen a glass maker. I forgot his name. It was on IG. Now he made this ridiculous octopus. I mean, so detailed and everything, right? And that motherfucker, you smoke. It's a rig.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rig. I reached out to him and asked him how much it was, man. He told me a price. I had to be honest with him. I said, you know what? I had to get back to you on that, but you have some beautiful artwork.
Hey, man. Some of these boys is walking around with $15,000, $20,000 pendies, just walking around on their neck. I seen them this weekend. The culture encompasses a lot, and the boys are deciding to spend their money on the culture itself.
Exactly.
And that's like the blessing. One would say, how much is something worth? Well, it's only worth as much as somebody's willing to pay for it. And when you have dope art and you put the years in the craft, hey, it's a blessing, man. But Ann Arbor Hash Bash was super lit. I came back from Kushstock the weekend before. I was Kushstock. I was judging at Ann Arbor Hash Bash. I was judging at the U.S. Squash Off at Kushstock. I'm at High Times judging the U.S. Squash Off. The first time in High Times history that a competition within High Times' own competition will be going on. So shout out to Uncle Stoner, the Squash Off, Rosin Tech. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about like 6-star hash. And this is Rosin. This is my homie, man. Bomber the Farmer, Grumpy Bear Farms, Cannabis High Times Cup winner. And that's my homie. I've been linked with him since they came that first for the Cannabis Summit 2015. And then the boys that put on the show, I was leaving out. I just wanted, I appreciate everybody. So I just went up to him and was like, yo, man, I appreciate y'all putting this on. You was super lit. I drove up from D.C. He was like, yo, D.C., word? Huh? He threw this to me, man. Do-si-do, Bruce Banner. Like, they are growing and extracting there. But the growers I got up with, look at that. Yeah, it's like super fire.
It is, man.
I got up with Rip Genetics, man. Stank Breath is a well-known cultivar out there in Michigan. And seed packs, $100 a pack, a 10. Well, link with them. He gave me his whole genetic line for free. Like, he said, "We follow me that Saturday," and he said, "I've been following you. I know you'll grow it." I said, "Yeah, man, I'll grow it." I said, "Yo, I want that Stank Breath. I got that too, and some sauce." And he gave me that. And what this is culture, me traveling all over. One thing is, when I leave the city, I am the city.
Right. That's
So I also have to answer for the city also. So the stuff that's going on in the city, I'm asked and answered for, even though I may not be a part of. But people are genuine. The same way you guys are genuine since day one, loving the plant. Man, people that love the plant are like-minded and they connect. I got up with T-Dog, the artist, world-renowned T-Dog, the artist. He creates, oh man, he creates logos for people, but the logos like are stupid crazy. Like DC Farmer, he gonna come get to know you, get to know who you are, and then do your logo. Not like, oh, just send you some info and that. No,
cater specifically to you.
Exactly, to who you are. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
And make something that is world-renowned. And I had a blast, man. I've had a blast traveling, man. I've been everywhere. I've been out to Cali. I've been to the Grows. I've been to Las Vegas, to Champs, to Glass Games. I'm going to travel and continue to travel. I continue to teach and go seek the best minds in this, man, and organically growing. I seek the organic growers, those that are making the 6-star hash and the 6-star rosin hash. And it's like...
I definitely could attest to what you're saying, because me coming up in this game, I always stay to myself, like literally stay to myself. But this business, man, people reach out to you, you reach out to people, man. And I believe it's because, like you said, everybody have the same love or the same feeling towards the plant, and it's been chastised so long that it's like, hey, I got this person I could reach out to that feels the same way I feel.
And not have a foreign conversation either. The conversations are so organic and so like you've known people for years, because the common interest is the plant. And if you love the plant first, it'll work. Anything else is shortchange. And, you know, I'm living proof of someone in this city from the South Side, D.C., that loves the plant and has a gift and a skill and is willing to share it. And when you're genuine, man, genuine people gravitate to you. And it was told to me December 2015 by the Kings. This industry is made up of 100 friends and their friends. Yep. And if you're in with them,
because with me, it started, like I said, I used to like keeping to myself. With me, it started with just the plant. But from the plant, it grew to something else. It grew to a whole community of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people I would have never met, period.
We wouldn't know each other.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real,
we wouldn't know each other.
Like, for me, it started out with just being about the plant. But about the plant came to be everything else. There's so much around the plant as well. You know what I'm saying? Like people with different type of talents and skill levels, and man, like I'm telling you, man, it's all love in the community, man. You definitely like. I don't want to paint a pretty, beautiful picture. You have some assholes out there, but it's not enough to actually fuck up the movement to what's really going on out here.
It's
man.
like you have people that
Yeah.
you know for a time in their life, and this city is always had fire. It's not like the fire just started coming around.
Right.
Used to come on the south side, while some people are scared to come on there across that river. That was
Still
where
the
you
city,
came
man.
To come get the fire. But what you have is like a chance now, and not feel persecuted or shamed in doing what you love or targeted. And for us, the growers, they ain't knocking on nobody's door. They ain't come knocking on no doors. And I also think that we also have to keep ourselves like there's a difference between, because we would be in the room at parties before all of this, and you know, stuff would be going on, and you would be smoking the fire, but you wouldn't know the person who grew the fire because they wouldn't open their mouth one bit. Now we have the chance here in D.C. to legally express and turn the camera around and share our knowledge.
I'm gonna take you back. Look, my man T left the building. He might be outside or somewhere, but I'm gonna take you back. Pop-ups have been happening out here for a long time. I mean, a long time. It just wasn't called pop-up. We used to have this club up here called, is it the nightclub? Fuck TS. He out there, man. Anyways, it was a Jamaican joint. It's called a clubhouse or something like that. I forgot what it was called, man. He gonna tell me what it was. But look, this was a Jamaican joint, right? You go up in there, the music already blasting, man. The party atmosphere is real. Nah. Hey, T, what was the name of that club? You know, the Jamaican joint. Nah, man, when they sold the bud upstairs.
Coffee House.
Not the Coffee House, man.
There's enough spots though. I remember
anyways,
Adams
right,
Morgan 90s.
You gonna remember when I'm telling the story. Look, so you come in the club, you know, like a regular club, right? Come in the bottom, music, everybody dancing and everything, man. This is dance hall music, so the shit off the hook. Then you get to the back. There's some stairs. It might look like it's a VIP section, right? It damn sure was a VIP section. Two big ass dude at the bottom talking about what you want. They talking about the weed, right? So you buy the weed, you go upstairs and enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself, smoke it.
And this was back in the late 90s, y'all.
Yeah, I remember Adams Morgan, late 90s, man. This is Adams Morgan. All the clubs were free. If you had to pay, you pay $5. It came with a free drink, right? Yo, no problem smoking. No problem smoking in any of them. Like, this is not something that's new. It's just new for some people. But for the culture of us that are growing, if you ain't exercising that right, I'm going to continue to call it out. I'll be rubbing people the wrong way. They be getting mad at me. But I'm going to tell you straight to your face, you're a cotton picker. Cotton picking. Consuming the product in which you can legally produce is cotton picking of today. And the consumption is that. So when you can legally produce a product, you should be doing so. And you have people like Pharma here. You got Big Worm. You got myself. You got others around this city that's been doing this and been showing, giving factual information and knowledge, sound knowledge, so you don't have to go through the learning curve.
I mean, and personally, you know, if you come from, say, not such a well-off society where you've been persecuted for this particular plant for so long, and now they opening the door for you to do you, man, you better do it. Yeah. You better do it, man.
You got a little window, though. You got a little window to gain this knowledge and information, like right now. And I've been on it since I turned that camera around. I've been saying the same thing. And, yo, you got this little window to entrench yourself and really root yourself, meaning not to be uprooted, meaning well-rooted like your giant mothers. Man, if you're not rooted in this plant, you're going to get left behind. And if all you're doing is enjoying flavors and not understanding what those flavors are doing to you and why you actually enjoy them, meaning what terpenes and how they affect you. Like, this is like science, and this is where it is. It's big business. You guys were up here talking about genes and homemade genetic pools and stuff like that. But where we're at with this plant is genetic mapping. And that's what they're doing right now. Genetically mapping so that you can't say that you got Tangy.
Oh, you can say it. And as
But
soon
you gonna
as
have
you
to
say
pay
it, boy, they gonna
You're
tax
gonna write that
you,
check
boy.
like royalties of record
Yup.
companies.
Yeah.
Intellectual property, and I believe that people should have their intellectual property protected, especially when you took years to create it. You're talking 60,000 for one, and one.
I would say take notes, man. And even take, like you said, learn. It's a small window. So if you don't know where to go, take notes from the vegetable and the fruit, the tree growers that grow heirloom seeds from the beginning, because these are genetics they kept to themselves.
Right, and when you're genuine, those land race genetics just somehow appear for you.
Yeah.
I can just say that for myself, man.
Nah,
Look,
real
I got
though.
that fire
And especially
going.
if you know where to look too, man.
Yeah, man.
To some people, like to a lot of us, it seems like it's real hard to get to these strains. That if you know where to look and who to ask.
Oh man, it's
man,
like they
it's
be asking
nothing
me
to
all the
them,
time,
man.
like, where do you get seeds from? They be asking me, like, look, we cannot sell seeds in the city. There is no seed bank. Believe me, if there was a seed bank, I would have opened it up by now. Oh, but let's believe, and all the homies would have gave me their seeds
Man,
to sell.
when I got the Nigerian joints, man, for my folks,
Like-
that's what you want? What? It's nothing. Like, that's what you asking for?
Right.
I'm like, yeah.
I tell you, man, Rip Genetics gave me all of his whole line because I'm a grower. And because he wanted his Michigan genetics, where people would pay for them, pay pretty penny for his genetics, he said they'll be somewhere else in the country. And so I'm gonna grow that stank breath, and he's got the OG Bobby Johnson crosses. So I'm he's got like purple Bobby Purple Johnson, Purple Kush cross with OG Bobby Johnson. He got like crazy crosses. So I'm excited about that. But what I got going right now is that super flavors.
Yeah,
That
man.
blood orange, boy, that Crockett blood orange.
No, so
the
you're gonna have the
turbo
Crockett.
diesel.
You're gonna have a lot on your hands, man.
They-
That plus the Crockett.
yo, man, it's it's a lot, but it's like clockwork, man. I mean, it's like I can do this stuff in my sleep. And when you're organic grower, it's like, okay, did you water? Oh, it's time for microbrew tea. Speaking of organics, I got that grow class this weekend, man. Super Soul,
That's the,
BYOB, man.
Yeah, bring your own
Bring
bucket.
your own bucket, Super Soul mixing party, man. That joint is this Saturday. Yo, man, we gonna mix up a hot and a cold mix. So you're gonna have a cold mix for
I
your
like that you said
seedlings.
cold mix. I like that you said that.
Yeah, you got a cold mix for your seedlings and your early veggie, and then you got a hot mix for your flower, and then we also gonna be making up tea bags. So yeah, we gonna make up tea bags. I got some Merlot bags. We gonna cut them up. We gonna make up them tea bags so you can have your cold tea and a hot tea. So you can have both tea bags just in case. Sometimes you run these veggies a little longer and you need to stimulate them up before the flip. And man, that's what we're gonna be doing, man.
I mean, and definitely, and you don't, and for anybody that likes doing organic or curious about doing organic, please come. You don't want to miss it. The best education is hands-on education.
It's a hands-on class.
A lot of
yo.
people say that organics is hard. It's not. Once you actually see it in action.
Come learn how to save money, mix your soil.
Yeah.
Right. And then, like I said, I'm gonna tell you what I put in the soil. I'm gonna tell you how much the soil costs to make. I'm gonna tell you everything there is to know. What I believe is like giving you all the information. No slave-master relationships. Giving you everything you need to know so you can make the decision. And one thing that I do know, knowledge is free if you listen, right? Only 5% of people apply knowledge gained worldwide. Doesn't matter what I tell you, if you believe me or not, because only very few actually apply it. But on these classes that I give, it's all hands-on, man. We're gonna get dirty, we're gonna make soil, and you're gonna see what you need to do. We're talking about water and microbrew teas with molasses. That's it, and all. And with these guys, with the no-till, it's even simpler than that. once you understand the plant, though, and we have to get back to that, you have to understand what deficiencies are, what they look like, and in organic, how to supplement them. When you're pouring bottles on your plants, you're hoping that the plant uptakes all of the nutrients, where in soil and no-till, the plant feeds as it needs.
Well, see, and in knowing that, right? See, I done caught on to the trick of the market, right? You heard what you just said, right? So when you're feeding the bottles, and I ain't knocking on you bottle dudes, but you're spending your money, and I'm gonna tell you how. When you're watering your plant with these bottles, man, they only could take what they can before the runoff runs out to the bottom of the soil. That's why you feeding your plants so much. That's why you running out of nutrients all the time, running right back to the store to reload. I'm telling you, man, it's a gimmick. It's definitely a gimmick.
All that they try and do is recreate what's in nature.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I tell you, bottle guys, I know. Look, I got clients that grow all different styles. Water, bottles, like, it doesn't matter to me. You want to grow, I'll show you how to grow. I'll grow in anything that you want to grow in. It doesn't matter. But what I prefer and what I would like to teach, and I like everybody to, like, experience, is organically grown flower as if you grew it outside in nature, and knowing that these are the supplements and the minerals that are added into the soil, and this is why. And in what stages the plant needs those to be uptake. So yeah, man.
You know,
Come
there's
out
nothing,
to that, man.
and there's absolutely nothing wrong with a good super soil system.
Yeah,
You're gonna produce quality flower with it, you know. And if you don't want to tackle the no-till, if you just want something, you know.
Right, and you never have
You
to
still
throw the
water
soil
on it.
away. That's another. That's another thing.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
Another thing you don't.
the end of your run, you ain't got to start
You
all
ain't
over,
gotta
man.
start all over. You beat the yo. Go over to your compost pile. Go beat them roots. Beat everything out of them, and you'll be good to go, man. Throw the roots in the compost pile, but in your dirt pile right there, keep it there, and then you'll supplement that, you know, and then you're good to go. Like, man, it's like so simple. Like, sometimes people make it a lot difficult, man. But I appreciate y'all letting me come up here, man.
No, definitely,
appreciate
man.
you sharing my travels with y'all. Definitely, man. Y'all come out, support these guys, man. They've been out here, and they giving you factual information and knowledge about this plant and about what's going on for us growers here in D.C. And the growing culture and the growing is where it starts, and that is Initiative 71. And I want to give y'all something as I leave, because I talked to the architect of Initiative 71, and he hit me to something that I had thought about, but I wasn't going to put it out there, but I will. We can grow and in our home cultivation, right? So if I wash in my home, and I press in my home what I grew, what I'm told is that it's challengeable if they ever came after you or anybody else. If you're washing solventless and you have a press.
I think they call it what, manufacturing or something else like that?
Well, we can cultivate a home cultivation. And the man himself, Allen, who wrote it, like, there's a few things in that law that is written, and it's written very vague. It ain't about no pop-ups either. It's about the grows. 6 mature. It's the definition of mature. It's not given, all right? So what stages of plant growth for your plants in, and when do you call them mature? At harvest? Like, okay. That's one of the vague ones. But the other vague one is about the washing, about the processing. And he said it's challengeable. I want to give y'all facts and information that you can use, but I'm not telling you to go out there and go get anything other than organic, solventless, fire.
Definitely with the washing. You know, it's a nectar extraction. You mean you're not even doing a process. You're literally
sifting.
You're just literally sifting, putting something through a sifter. No different than you are baking with flour.
What up with you?
So I completely agree with 100% on that, especially with your medical card, because you're allowed to have concentrates. You know, so Absolutely.
Yeah,
Get your
yeah.
medical card.
Yeah, go get your medical card and know your laws and know what you can do. Come out this Saturday, and for all of y'all that is out on the West Coast watching, High Times, come check me. If you got some fire, bring it to the squash off. We'll press it with the best presses in the world, Rosin Tech.
And for y'all, we got to wrap this up. But for y'all that's not following Squaga yet, follow him, man. Look, like I tell you, this dude be traveling, man. I'm not playing. Look at his IG feed and see where he was just at the other day, and look where he at right now. And then before the end of this week, he gonna be somewhere else. I'm already
And
know.
I grow too, so all the while y'all
Grow.
giving excuses that you cannot grow. And I travel the country. I will go anywhere where this plant is talked about and needed. Speaking of, there's a big conference in Pittsburgh this week, 12th through the 14th in Pittsburgh. Cannabis culture. I can't think of the name, but it's a big. Look it up on Eventbrite. Look my Super Soul up on Eventbrite too. But look that up, man. If y'all want knowledge, y'all up in Pittsburgh area, go to that. And there'll be some of the best minds in there. And everybody is approachable. Know that.
Definitely. Again, thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Appreciate you coming in, Scrogger.
Yeah, I appreciate
Definitely
y'all. Always,
appreciate
man.
you coming in.
Always, man. I appreciate y'all. Always the support all over my feeds. And, yeah, man, I appreciate it. I really do,
Definitely.
man. Support your own around here, man. Support your local growers, too.
And with that being said, shout out to Infuse. I hope your family's fine and doing well. Good night, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
Cannabis
I want to
DC,
grow my
peace out.
own shit.
Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma
DC Pharma Show.
Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma Check! Used to get my piece from AZ. Mary Jane is the case that they gave me. Trips from the West Coast stop real fast. DC Pharma show the masses how to grow grass. Note to the method, be attentive, slow learner. The raw sheets turn that gas to a slow burner. Big Worm got the strains in variety. Jeff Sessions trying to fuck up the society. Cannabis community, rise up, eyes up. Fight for your right to light or eye shut. Loud from the motherland. I'm getting high in stadium. Super gas, no clone, it grown with vibranium. Try coke chasers, council of the grower. Self-sufficiency, that's how we need our smokers. Alien dream turn Girl Scouts into soldiers. Smoking doja. Contact if you come closer. Every Monday, 10 to 11 p.m. Focus on that grow, watch the show with your BM. Comedy, but interviews, real lit. The DC Pharma Show, educate real shit. The DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma Show. Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma Show.